that brings me to him being the Tupac of his generation, which is what he called himself.
Oh yeah,
And a lot of
that's
people
right.
will call themselves geniuses and idols and moguls. And I usually don't like people to put these titles on themselves. But I have to say, he was right. He was the Tupac of his generation. So let's talk a little bit about that before we wrap.
Well, I absolutely agree with you that self-praise is no recommendation. But in the case of Nipsey Hussle, when he made that statement on the song Dedication featuring Kendrick Lamar from the Victory Lap album, that line jumped out at me also, especially being at Vibe and having, worked on so many stories about Tupac and, having the opportunity to really understand his legacy. So when we had a chance to speak, I asked him, I said, that's not a small statement to compare yourself to Tupac. What did you mean by that? And Nipsey told me, I understand that's not a small statement, but what I mean is that my understanding of Tupac is that he was a Trojan horse. He was actually way more intelligent than his thug life image might suggest to the world. And Nip went on to say, in our culture, street culture, intelligence is sometimes looked at as a form of weakness. Yep. But, you don't want to intimidate people, or you don't want to lose people by, appearing too overly smart. You want to include all the people whose lives you want to change.